Hi there, Chris here. This is a little video about how you might easily make a challenge lock so you can practice your skills, and you don't need a whole lot of things to start. You do need a lock. You don't need a nice one like this, but I do have this Baldwin. And then it's good to have a key with some challenging bitting like this. This is the key that came with this. But you can get into filing your own key to match the key pins, or match the key pins to a filed key. But anyway, all I've done with this is replace some of the driver pins with some of these check pins. And you can get these from Sparrows. The Lock Noob designed them, and these are like chess pieces and checker pieces. And it makes a heck of a difference, and it would be an easy way to get started messing around with challenge locks. Anyway, I'll pick this, and then I'll show you what's inside of it. If I can get around here. And there's a lot of things you can do to a lock to make it a challenge lock. You can thread the cores, you can thread the Bible, you can double up springs or use weak springs, all kinds of things. But anyway, let me pick this. And this was a fairly easy lock to pick. But it's a lot harder now with these pins in here. And if I can get it picked, we'll see. So it has 5 pins in it at this point. 2 of them are standard pins. You want probably at least 1 standard pin in it to keep the core from flopping too much. This one happens to have 2. When the when the core flops, it's hard to get the key in. Boy, with this camera, I end up picking at an angle. Okay, you can see this big falset that I'm in. You can see what would be straight up and see how big a falset it's in. So I'm sitting on a spool or a spool-like pin, and the way you find those, of course, is to probe it gently and see if you get some counter rotation. Getting some on one, and that was it. That was what was holding it. So that looked like a fairly easy pick. That's kind of fast for me doing this. I'll put this down here. And there's a couple things you want to stay away from. A couple of core issues, and we'll talk about those. Some cores, say a Kwikset core, has a lot of construction holes in it. And Schlage cores, Kwikset cores, they have some construction holes. And the issue with construction holes is here's a Schlage core. If you have construction holes in there, and you pick it or open it with a key, these little pins can drop in here and seize up the lock. And you don't really have a way to get the lock open except you'd have to come up here and take this off, or on, say, this type of Kwikset, you'd have to drill this out. This is sealed. That one you have to sort of drill out or file off where the holes are, and then you got to fill it with grub screws. So you kind of want to be careful of those construction holes. I don't think I need a shim on this. Famous last words. All right. Whoops. Well, that's number one driver pin. They all had to be picked, and these are all standard pins. Another thing you can do is add serrated ones or make your own serrated ones. Anyway, I'll put this here. So number one was this very cool little pin. And you can put it this way, and it's like a T-pin. You can put it here and it has some nasty serrations. It can get caught in the middle. I'm not focusing, I'm sorry. It can get caught, where are we? Dang. Anyway, I'll get this a close-up later. But you can put it different ways. And you could take a really fairly easy lock to pick and turn it into a really fun lock. And it helps your picking skills as you move through these locks that you can make up. And then you get really good at it, you can send them out in the community and drive people nuts. Now actually, challenge lock pickers love challenge locks. They have a great time picking them. This is how this one came out. Not focusing well, sorry. We'll get a close-up of the pins. That's not the spring. There's the fifth one, and we'll get the two springs out. There we go. And this was set in like that. So here is the key. Whoa. And those are all those cool pins. Now, another thing I wanted to show you on this core, it does have a construction hole, and that's opposite right here, number 3. Well, if you look at this, I avoided the trap by making 1, 2, 3 a standard pin, and that's too big to fall into that construction hole. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I enjoy making up these practice locks or challenge locks for myself. I have sent out a few in the community, and I enjoy picking challenge locks. I picked a few on my channel. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to put this out, and it's really easy. All you need is to get started is these type of pins. So that's about it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.